Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our Zoology online class. Dear students, in this class, we are going to study about some endocrine plants. So, our lesson's name is Chemical Coordination and Integration. Okay, Chemical Coordination and Integration. Already, we have studied about many different types of endocrine plants located in our body. So, in this class also, we are going to study about some endocrine plants, okay, located in different regions of our body. Okay, dear friends, see, the first endocrine plant is called adrenal gland. This adrenal gland is maximum, it's one of the endocrine plant present in the anterior region of the kidney. We have two kidneys, okay. So in the anterior region of the kidney, one endocrine plant is there. This endocrine plant is name is called adrenal gland. Okay, so the location of this adrenal gland is anterior end or anterior side of the kidney. Understand? So, because of the presence of this gland in the anterior region of this kidney, this gland is also known as suprarenal gland. Okay, suprarenal glands. Commonly, this renal, the word renal is used to mention the kidney. Understand? So here it is located. This gland is located on the anterior side of the kidney. So this gland is always called suprarenal gland. Okay, suprarenal gland. Understand of you? Then, say this endocrine gland, adrenal gland is divided into two important regions. The outer region is called the cortex region and the inner region is called the medulla region. Listen very carefully. The outer region is called the cortex and the inner region is called the medulla. Here, this cortex region is made up of three zones or three layers of cells. The first one is called zona glandulata, second one is called zona fasciculata, and third one is called zona reticularis. So, these are the three important zones present in the cortex region. So, the cortex region is made up of three important zones or three important layers. One is called zona glandulata, second is zona fasciculata, and zona reticularis. Here, the 15% of the cortex region is made up of the zona glandulata layer or so. Then 75% of the cortex layer is made up of this layer, zona fasciculata. And 10% of the cortex layer is made up of cortex part is made up of zona reticularis. Understand, my dear students? So the cortex region is divided into zona glandulata, zona fasciculata, and zona reticularis. That's all about this cortex region. Next region is called medulla region. Medulla is the inner region or central region of the adrenal gland. And maximum this region, this medulla region is made up of oval-shaped cells or columnar cells. Okay, columnar cells means long pillar-like cells. So oval-shaped cells and columnar cells are highly present in this medulla region. And this medulla region secreting two important hormones is called epinephrine and the second is called norepinephrine. Okay, so epinephrine and norepinephrine, these two are the hormones secreted by the medulla region of the adrenal gland. And these two hormones are always called 3F hormones. 3F hormones meaning these hormones maximum secreted during the emergency situation. So this hormone is always called 3F hormone. 3F hormone means hormones of fight, flight and fright. The hormones of fight, flight and fright. So that only these hormones are always called 3F hormones. Understood of you? I hope you understood all this one. This is the structure of the adrenal gland. Then the functions of various hormones secreted by this adrenal gland. See, there are different types of hormones are secreted by this adrenal gland. And these hormones are comes under two important categories. One is glucocorticoids and the second one is mineralocorticoids. Okay, glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. These are the two types of hormones secreted by the cortex region of the adrenal gland. Then the major functions of these two hormones is gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis meaning formation of glucose. Okay, then lipolysis, breakdown of lipid, and next one is proteolysis, breakdown of protein. So these three are the important functions of the glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. So gluconeogenesis, lipolysis and proteolysis, these are the three major functions of the hormones. Understand? Then the first hormone is called cortisol. Cortisol is one of the examples for this glucocorticoids. Then the functions of these cortisols are, see, this hormone maintaining the cardiovascular function. Cardiovascular function means heart and blood vessels related functions. So the heart related functions are controlled by this hormone cortisol. Then this hormone also controlling the functions of kidney. Kidneys functions also controlled by this cortisol hormone. And the next function is RBC production. This hormone playing a very important role in the production of erythrocyte or RBCs. Understand? So cortisol is one of the example for the glucocorticoid hormones. Then next one is aldosterone. This aldosterone playing a very important role in the reabsorption of sodium and water molecule while the urine is formed inside the kidney. Okay, so during the urine is formed or produced inside the kidney, this aldosterone hormone is very important for the reabsorption of sodium and water, and these hormones also eliminate the potassium and phosphate along with the urine. So the reabsorption of sodium and water and elimination of potassium and phosphate is the major function of this aldosterone, and this hormone also controls the blood pressure. There are different types of hormones that controlling or involving our blood pressure. Okay, so this hormone also trying to control or reduce the blood pressure in our body. Then next one is adrenal androgen. A small amount of androgen hormone is actually a sex hormone. A small amount of androgen is also secreted by this adrenal gland. Okay, and this hormone is very important for the growth of hair in some part of the body during puberty. Okay, when we reach puberty, some hairs are started to grow in our body, first particularly in the face region, then in some hidden region of the body, hair is started to grow during puberty. Understand? So during this time, this hormone, this adrenal androgen hormone, okay, adrenal androgen hormone helps for the growth of hair in some part of the body. Understand? Okay. Then next one is adrenaline. Already I told you this adrenaline or otherwise called epinephrine. Okay. Then noradrenaline otherwise called norepinephrine. These two hormones are totally called 3F hormones. Okay. The functions of this adrenaline hormone. This adrenaline hormone break down the glycogen into glucose. When we eat the glucose-rich food materials, the glucose are stored inside our cells in the form of glycogens. In the form of glycogens. Whenever our body is needed energy, this glycogen will be again converted into glucose. So this hormone, adrenal hormone, helps to break down or convert the glycogen into glucose. So this is the first function. Then second function of this adrenaline is this hormone helps to release more amount of fatty acids. Second function. Then third function, this hormone, this adrenaline hormone maximum producing during the emergency situation. Okay, so in any emergency, in our body is in an emergency situation, the heartbeat and blood pressure is high. Okay, the high amount of blood pressure and heartbeat rate is very high. Understand? So this is due to the excessive production of this adrenaline hormone. So this adrenaline hormone is maximum produced during the emergency situation. So during this time, the blood pressure and heartbeat rate is increased. And the next function of this adrenaline is increasing the blood flow to the skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles, and also to the nervous tissue. Okay, so during the emergency situation, more amount of blood is supplied to the skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles, and also to the nervous tissue. So these are the functions of the adrenal hormone. Okay, my dear students. So now we have completed the structure and functions of adrenal gland. Okay, so once I repeat, it is located in the anterior region of the kidney, so it is always called suprarenal gland. Then it is divided into two important regions, cortex and medulla region. Cortex is the outermost region. It is made up of three zones: zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, and zona reticularis. Okay, then here this medulla region is the central region, and this region is secreting two hormone, epinephrine and norepinephrine. So then we studied about the functions of adrenal hormone. Understand, students? Okay. Then we are going to study about three important partial endocrine glands. Okay, partial endocrine glands. Partial endocrine glands means some of the organs in our body doing double functions. The first one is heart. Actually, the major function of the heart, you all know, blood circulation. Okay, blood circulation is the major function of the heart. But our heart also playing a very important role in our chemical coordination system. Okay, because the heart is secreting only one enzyme, a small amount of one enzyme called atrial natriuretic factor. Atrial natriuretic factor. So this is the hormone secreted by the heart. Okay, so this hormone is secreted by the cells present in the atrial region. Okay, present in the auricle regions. Okay, so different types of cells are present in the auricles. Okay, two auricles are there, right auricles and left auricles. So yes, so a special type of cells are present in the auricles. So these cells will be secreting a hormone. That hormone's name is called atrial natriuretic factor. Understand? Okay. The functions of this, the main function of this atrial natriuretic factor is this hormone dilate or increase the blood vessels when the blood pressure is very high. Okay. So when the blood pressure is very high, this hormone only increasing the size of the blood vessels. So automatically the blood pressure is reduced. Okay, the blood pressure is reduced. So this hormone dilating or increasing the size of the blood vessels. Thus, this hormone reduces the blood pressure. Understand? So, only one hormone is secreted by your heart. Name of the enzyme is called, name of the hormone is called atrial natriuretic factor. Then, second one is kidney. Next, partial endocrine gland is the kidney. Okay, so kidney, the major function you are excretion. Okay, producing and releasing the urine from our body is the main function of the kidney. And this kidney also secreting three important hormones. There are three types of hormones are produced inside the kidney. The first hormone name is called adrenal, second hormone is called erythropoietin, and the third hormone is called calcitonin. Okay, so renin, erythropoietin and calcitonin, these are the three hormones secreted by your kidney. So kidney also acting as a partial endocrine gland. Here, the first hormone renin is produced by a special type of cells present in the juxtaglomerular apparatus. Juxtaglomerular apparatus means it's one of the parts or organ present in the nephrons. Nephrons are the kidney. Okay, so the cells present in this juxtaglomerular apparatus will be secreting this renin hormone. And the major function is increasing the blood pressure. The major function of the renin is increasing the blood pressure. The next hormone is called erythropoietin. This erythropoietin also secreted by the juxtaglomerular apparatus, cells of the juxtaglomerular apparatus. Understand? And the major function is erythropoiesis. Erythropoiesis meaning the process of formation of RBC or erythrocyte. The process of production of RBC or erythrocyte is called erythropoiesis. So the major function of this erythropoietin hormone is producing the RBC. Then the third hormone is called calcitonin. This calcitonin is secreted by the proximal convoluted tubule of the nephron. Proximal convoluted tubule of the nephron, and this hormone increases the absorption of vitamin D. Thus, this hormone playing a very important role in the storage of calcium and phosphorus in the bone. So, this hormone playing a very important role in our bone formation. So now I said, once again I repeat, the three hormones of the kidney. The first one is renin hormone. This renin hormone is secreted by the cells of the juxtaglomerular apparatus, and this hormone's function is increasing the BP. The second hormone, erythropoietin. This erythropoietin is also secreted by the juxtaglomerular apparatus, and the major function is erythropoiesis, meaning the process of production of RBC. The third one is calcitonin. Calcitonin is secreted by the proximal convoluted tubule of the kidney or nephron. And the main function is absorbing the vitamin D. Thus, this hormone playing a very important role in the formation of bone. Understand, my dear students? Next one is gastrointestinal tract, meaning digestive system. Our digestive system is also acting as an endocrine system. Okay, because there are a lot of hormones are produced inside our digestive system or gastrointestinal tract. See, these are the hormones. First one is gastrin, cholecystokinin, secretin, and gastric inhibitory peptides. Okay, so gastrin, cholecystokinin, then secretin, gastric inhibitory peptides. So these are the hormones secreted by the gastrointestinal tract, that means our digestive system. So the first hormone is gastrin. This gastrin controlling or maintaining the production of HCl, hydrochloric acid. In the stomach, a small amount of hydrochloric acid is there. Understand? So the production or the secretion of this hydrochloric acid is controlled by this gastric hormone secreted by our digestive system. And pepsinogen is a enzyme. Okay, pepsinogen is also produced inside our digestive system, and this production of this pepsinogen is also controlling our gastric hormone. Then next one is cholecystokinin. See, this cholecystokinin is actually produced by the duodenum. Okay, duodenum is one of the part of the small intestine. Okay, see, the main function of this hormone is, see, the bile is one of the colored substance produced by the liver. Okay, so here this bile is stored inside the gallbladder. Bile is produced by the liver and it is produced, it is stored inside the gallbladder. Understand? Inside the gallbladder. Here, this hormone, this whole cytokinins, helps to release the bile from the gallbladder to the duodenum. So this whole cytokinin is secreted by the duodenum part of the small intestine. Their major function is stimulating or helping the releasing of bile from the gallbladder to duodenum. So this is the main function of this whole cytokinin. Then next one is secretin. This secretin hormone stimulates the acidic cells of the pancreas to produce more amount of bicarbonate and water molecules. Okay, so these bicarbonate and water molecules are very important to neutralize the acidity. Once again, repeat the functions of the secretin hormone. This hormone acts on the acidic cells of the pancreas. So immediately these acidic cells producing the bicarbonate and water molecules to neutralize the acidity. Understand a few? Then next one is the last hormone is gastric inhibitory peptides. Okay, gastric inhibitory peptide. This hormone inhibit or the stop the production of gastric secretions. Inside our digestive system, lot of glands are there, okay, gastric glands. So the secretions of these gastric glands are stopped by this gastric inhibitory peptides hormone. Understand a few? Understand? So I hope you all understood all these points very clearly. So today we have studied about one major endocrine gland, adrenal gland, and we studied about three important parts of the endocrine gland. The first we studied is heart, then kidney, then next one is gastrointestinal tract. Okay, hope you all understood. Thank you. We will meet in the next class.